time scale, you'll reach a part in the game where you'll start going into nightmare dungeons. You'll have beaten the gatekeeper. You'll be starting to loot black bullion, and black bullion can be used to purchase custom purple items from your vendor and your faction. And these are, for all intents and purposes at this stage of the game, are the most powerful items that you can bind onto your character. And the reason that you want to do this is once you've got that item built, you can purchase additional kits that will allow you to upgrade the rating of that weapon or talisman, and also the glyph that's bound onto it as well. You can increase it from a 10.0 glyph up to a 10.4. And I'm sure you're seeing these in the chat windows right now as you're looking to get into these nightmare groups. So what I'm going to show you in this session is how to make a glyph that's got hit on it. And you will need a good hit rating once you start doing the 18 runs, especially once you get into HR where everything has a buff on it that increases the odds of you glancing every time you attack a target. So you're going to want to push that hit rating right up. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a glyph, or I'll show you how to make a glyph. I'm not going to use a kit up while I'm doing it. But what I'm also going to show you is the difference in rating that those glyphs will return depending on the quality of the glyph, whether it's green, blue, or purple. So I'm opening up my craft window. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pure wheel rune, and you need pure wheel runes to make a QL10 item. This is the pattern for a glyph, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you notice the window goes green, and this option lights up that says it's time to put a toolkit in. I drop the glyph toolkit in, and you can see straight away I will get an accurate glyph if I'm to press this assembly button down here right now, which can be attached to a weapon or talisman to provide a substantial increase in hit rating. That's what it's returning there in the little mouse over. That doesn't say a lot, and that used to frustrate the hell out of me when I first started playing, because I wanted to know straight up exactly what sort of stats I could expect if I was to make a glyph and put it on. I was expecting it to return a specific number to me. But the fact of it is, when you think about it, depending on your gear, your build, your talisman configuration and all of that sort of stuff, to some greater or lesser degree, I guess those numbers can change, or at least the combination of numbers will change when you look at your stat output. What's actually on that item itself isn't going to change. But that right there, these four, this toolkit will give you that. Just to reinforce, if I was to drop a blue toolkit in there, I'll get a blue glyph. And a purple toolkit, or a pink toolkit. Come on people, that's pink. I know pink when I see it. That's going to give us a pink glyph. And it'll produce any one of these three here. They're all hit. Now what I'm going to do is hit this button, which empties this window out straight away. I'm going to take this QL10 Brutal Blade, green item here right now, and I'm going to take this green glyph and drop it in here with this item, and you'll see down here straight away I don't need a toolkit for this operation. Immediately this has got an accurate glyph bound onto it, and it's going to give me a plus 101 hit rating. Straight up. So that's hit the mark. That's exactly doing what I need it to do right now. It's going to put more hit on that weapon, increasing the odds of hitting my target. But what happens if I take that glyph out, the green glyph, and I put a blue glyph in there? You notice straight up that number's gone right up. I get a 145 hit rating increase. So the quality of the glyph, yes, does make a substantial difference. And if I take the purple one and drop it in there, the purple one, come on, I get a 202 hit rating increase. So it's double the quality of the green item. Sure, the purple items are harder to get, but yes, they're definitely worth putting on there. Not on a green sword, that's a waste, obviously, but when you start getting your own custom items and you buy your own custom weapons with black bullion, yeah, you're going to need to upgrade those, and you're going to need to put glyphs on there. So you want to be using purple glyphs, to get the best stat return that you can. See there, you're getting 202, but you can also buy glyph upgrade toolkits as well from your vendors back at your faction HQ, and that will allow you to upgrade the quality of that glyph. So it would go from 202 up to whatever the next level is. I think it's 221 or something like that, and incrementally up to 4 times to increase the quality and the total amount of hit on that item. So once that's gone from 10.0 to 10.4, then your weapon hit rating will be maxed out. Now, a couple of questions. One, can I use that item on a talisman? Yes, I can. straight up down there, you see we get a plus 59 hit rating on that item using that blue glyph. And plus 117 from using the purple glyph. This is a substantial increase. So does the quality of the item itself increase the stats when a glyph's dropped in? Short answer, no. It's still exactly 117, and it'll be, what am I doing? It will still be 59 with the green item. There you go. So that doesn't increase. However, let's say I was starting the game, I'd getting a bit bored with nightmares, or once the lockout kicks in, I find I want to go and do other things, and I've started a new little character in Kingsmith, and I've dropped a QL1 Blood Magic Focus. Can I put a higher grade glyph onto that item? The answer is yes. If for some insane reason I wanted to be the most badass toon running around in Kingsmith, I could take this QL1 Blood Magic Focus and drop a purple glyph on that, and that would kick that up to plus 202 hit rating. And that, long story short, explains the whole process. I've showed you how to make a glyph, I've showed you how to bind a glyph, I've explained the difference in the quality of glyphs and the stats that they'll return that are placed on the items, the restrictions and the non-restrictions, and how glyphs work.